What's up, fight fans? This is SquaredCircleProductions, and I'm going with another rant, okay, for this week. Okay, and this one is more of a message to a particular fighter. And the name of this is called Bernard Hopkins, Don't Retire. The game still needs you. Okay. Recently here, he fought Kovalev in November, and he didn't have a good night. He lost unanimous decision. From what they said, he lost every single round. Okay, but which still isn't that bad for the simple fact that Kovalev is supposed to be heavy-handed and whatnot, and he wasn't able to knock him out. But a lot of people said it was because he wasn't going for the knockout early, and then in like the last few rounds he was trying to knock him out, but he wasn't able to. Okay, and like I said, he just turned 50 here in January. He was 49 at the particular time when he had to fight, And so everybody's like, well, how long can this guy keep it up, Being past 40 years old as an athlete in and of itself is a task, because most professional athletes, usually their career is over at the age of 36, 37, maybe 38. And they've traveled the world and seen everything there is to see and done majority of things that most people dream about doing, and now it's all over at the age of 37 to 39 or whatnot, and you still have a long part of your life ahead of you, but the plus side is, you have millions of dollars, and you have plenty of time to figure yourself out, and have name recognition and be able to do other things and still stay in the limelight and in profile, and usually, you a Hall of Fame caliber type player in whatever your sport was. Okay, but enough of that. I just want to make an appeal to Bernard Hopkins to continue to keep fighting and to continue to work his magic, because the game really needs him. He's really an important guy right now, and I got three main reasons why. Okay, before I get into the three main reasons, I just want to set up this whole video in the sense of here recently, Bernard's been fighting at 175 pounds light heavyweight. Okay, and here recently, the 168 super middleweight champion Carl Froch has vacated his title. Okay, and he's stepping up to the light heavyweight division. So my suggestion to Mr. Hopkins would be to go down to 168 and fight for that vacated title. The reason is my first of my three reasons as to why he should do that is because, one, he's still capable. Okay, it's one thing when guys really just don't have it and they just hanging around, stuff like that, but this guy still has it. He's still able to compete at a high level. I mean, you're not gonna win every single thing, and you are gonna run up against somebody that you're not gonna be able to do much with. Okay, but at the end of the day, being a defensive fighter that Bernard is, he's still crafty and smart enough and capable enough of being able to get in there and not get himself hurt. Okay, and honestly, he's not really a big light heavyweight, so it wouldn't be too hard for him to go down one weight class, to 168. And fight and be competitive at that respective weight class. Okay, but not only is he physically capable of doing the job, mentally he's capable. I mean, you gotta understand, this dude is very, very intelligent and very, very smart. His knowledge of the game is man, I can't speak volumes of it. I mean, just watching him talk, watching his interviews, and breaking down the way you approach the sport of boxing and the basics, man. This man is a master. He's very, very well spoken, and so he's very much a gentleman when it comes into that respective right, is just being able to conduct himself in a way where you can he gives you clear, accurate instruction. Okay, you should watch a video where he was talking to Rashad Evans of the UFC, and just the way he was speaking to him, the way he was showing him and demonstrating, technique and the basics, man. I mean, I was in awe of his skill as a speaker. you know. But not only is he physically capable of still competing at a high level, he's mentally prepared as well. Which goes into my second reason, which is he's extremely knowledgeable and he has a high boxing IQ. Okay, which is still more with the mental aspect of it. The man has been fighting since the late 80s. Okay, he's fought a lot of the great middleweights. You know, he's fought a lot of the great middleweights. He's fought Roy Jones Jr. He's lost to him and he's beat him. You know, he's fought a lot of different people. You know, and you know, he's done surprisingly well against the top competition. And he'll be the first one to tell you he's not the most physically gifted. I mean, honestly, man, real talk, I for years said he was a boring fighter, you know, because it wasn't exciting. His style he wasn't really like an offensive type fighter. He was more of a defensive type fighter. Okay, but when you get older, you start to appreciate the defensive aspects of the game, of the fight game. You know, how you know how to excuse me, how to roll your shoulders and block punches and catch punches on your arms and slip opponents and use your footwork to deceive a guy. You throw a punch here, you know, just to get him to move this way so you can hit him with that right hand, you know. I mean, just the way he sets up his opponent is beautiful. You know, he's a master strategist, okay? And that comes with boxing knowledge and that comes with boxing IQ. So when you have that knowledge, you have the IQ, and you have the skill set to where you're physically and mentally capable of still competing at a particular level, you know, you can beat fighters who may be more athletic than you. You can outslick them. You can mess with their head. You can take them off their game. You can psych them out. You know, and I'm not talking about with trash talk. I'm talking about with just pure. And I know what to do with a guy like you. I know exactly how to get you to, you know, work you to where I can still get you to fight my kind of fight. I can take you out of your fight and get you to fight my kind of fight and make you, in essence, play into my hands because I already have a game plan to break you down and take you out of your strategy and walk you right into my strategy, walk you right into a trap. Okay. And the third reason why he should continue to fight is because he has the ability to have a unique and meaningful brand. Okay, and what I mean by that is I've been watching a lot of his videos and interviews, and he's actually hit it to the fact and alluded to the fact that he has plans, you know, once he retires, once he's through boxing, he has plans to do some things on a whole nother level. You know, so he's hinting to the fact that maybe he'll have some kind of instructional series or something, you know, that he'll put together that continue to have an influence and impact on the younger fighters that's coming up in the game and help guide them in the right path. But honestly, it takes money to do these things. And now he's well connected, obviously. But if he were to have him a couple more fights, you know, maybe I say 10 more fights, real talk. He's 50 years old. 2 fights a year for the next 5 years is probably enough to put him right where he needs to be to get the kind of money he needs to put together to make a lot of his ideas make a reality. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like you connected enough to where he could get a lot of this stuff off the ground regardless. But, you know, the more money of your own money that you can put up, you know, to get behind it, the easier things will be because you'll have less hands in your pocket. You know, we're a lot of time we're conditioned to getting a major sponsorship by a major corporation, but a lot of time when the major corporations come in, it changes a lot of the original things because they have a larger say-so in it. But the more you're willing to invest in yourself, then the more control you'll be able to maintain. So then a partnership will really be a true partnership because, you know, they're not taking most of the risk. You understand what I'm saying? Both of you are just coming and saying we're deciding to do something together. It's sort of like with Harley Davidson and Ford when they made the Harley Davidson F-150, the special Harley Davidson F-150 edition. You know, both of these companies are equal level, you know, in the sense of their name and their recognition. They just decided to do a joint venture. You understand what I'm saying? And so it was profitable for both brands. You know, so nobody really loses in this situation, you know, but everyone gains. So, you know, like I said, 10 more fights will put you financially in a position to be able to start up a lot of these things on your own, because you'll be able to save your vision and with your knowledge and your boxing IQ and the way you carry yourself as a gentleman in a class act. You know, you keep yourself in shape. You avoid a lot of the trappings of success that are downfalls to other fighters. You've managed to steer clear of that. You know, I think you can really put yourself in a position to do something wonderful. And regardless of the situation, I just would like to encourage you not to give up and to continue to fight, you know, well beyond 50, retire at 55, you know, and just set a standard of excellence for somebody else to try to live up to. But whatever you decide to do, congratulations. And I know you calling yourself the alien right now, but I'm going to call you coach. So peace out, fight fans. One love.